who are already living and operating their business in New York, it might be cheaper and more expedient to establish an entity in New York without involving a Delaware entity at all. Sole proprietorships can be a good choice for low-risk businesses and owners who want to test a business idea before forming a more formal business entity. A sole proprietorship is owned by a single individual who has unlimited personal liability for the business as well. It's easy to form and it gives you complete control over your business. It would be the default option if you just conducted business activities but didn't register as any other kind of business format. Since the legal identity of the business is derived from the owner, the formation and regulatory requirements are minimal. This is particularly beneficial for business owners who don't want to deal with legal formalities or corporate governance issues. In New York, establishing a sole proprietorship is fairly straightforward. We will discuss the formation process in more detail, but generally it involves registering the business name by filing a certificate of assumed name and then thereafter obtaining the necessary permits or licenses. There's no separate entity tax filings. Business income gets reported on Schedule C of the IRS Tax Form 1040. However, a significant drawback is the lack of liability protection. Since sole proprietorships do not produce a separate business entity, your business assets and liabilities will not be separate from your personal assets and liabilities. You could be held personally liable for the debts and obligations of businesses, which can include loans, credit accounts, lawsuits, as well as harm caused by the business, and that could include contract breaches, torts, and even crimes. Additionally, raising money or acquiring financing by attracting lenders or investors is more challenging in this format due to those risks and also the inability to sell equity. But even for separate business entities with limited liability, it may not always be possible to escape liability in every instance, as over time, courts have established protocols for piercing the corporate veil to get at personal assets, usually in instances of fraud or injustice.